You enjoyed your travels with us, and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again.
Get on. Duh.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Critter Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step as you're getting off. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station, New Orleans Square.
If you are going to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, the new land, this will be your one and only stop. You head up to Splash Mountain, make a right. Also, this is your connection to Adventureland, Frontierland, Critter Country, and of course, New Orleans Square. Stay seated till we come to the complete stop.
To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
We're now entering Splash Mountain, rumored to be the location of the one and only Laughing Place. If you look real hard, you just might find it. It's where the critters are celebrating a zippity-doo-dah day. Speaking of critters, this place we're passing over is home to a whole bunch of them. Here in Critter Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Brer Rabbit, and Brer Bear on their fun-filled adventures. we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, as outpost in these parts, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams and the stories that went with them were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable, like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Alright folks, we're now approaching Toontown Depot. This will be your stop for anything in Toontown, including Mickey and Minnie's House, Gadget's Go Coaster, and Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin. Be advised, Toontown does close early tonight in preparation for the fireworks around 8 o'clock, so please, you only have a limited time to play in Toontown today. Plan accordingly.
For another kind of gear, the ones you'll find are Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown, the cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also...
This will also be your stop for anything in Fantasyland, including the Matterhorn Boss Fight, Mr. Small World, Peter Pan's Flight, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, and many more. Across from the station is the Fantasyland Theater. The show is currently going on in Mickey and the Magical Mountain. This show has started and will be in about 1 hour. Once again, this is your stop for Fantasyland and Toontown. Please remain seated till the train comes to a full stop.
Toontown Depot, Mickey's Toontown. Hello everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide los pequeños.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto its small world just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain.
I just got all of your text messages.
We're now steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operated monorail lighted above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail and us are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future.
Alright folks, this is Tomorrowland Station. This will be your stop for anything in Tomorrowland, including the Matterhorn, the monorail, Autopia, Club Lighters Astro Blasters, Space Mountain, and many, many more. Please remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop. Thanks for riding the Disneyland Railroad. Have a great day.
They got rid of the diorama with the dinosaurs.
Middle of the row or on a parent's lap. Next stop is Main Street, but before we get there, we're going to travel back in time to the Grand Canyon and the primeval world. While we're in the tunnel, you're more than welcome to take pictures or videos. We just ask you to please turn off the flash or disable any lighting so you don't scare away the animals. Thank you.
Animals. What?
They closed it.
Primeval World? Why?
It's been closed for months. And they're probably not going to reopen it.
Sure?
No, it's Disney, Animal Kingdom.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren, incluidos los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
That was the Grand Canyon as we know it today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the primeval world, the land of the dinosaurs. Returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your
Alright folks, this is Main Street Station. This will be your stop for anything on Main Street, as well as the main entrance progress, Downtown Disney, and California Adventure. Please be advised, the station does not have ramps or elevators, so if you're getting off here with a stroller or wheelchair, please keep it folded until you reach the bottom of the stairs. Once again, please remain seated until the train comes to a full stop here in the station. Thanks for riding with us on the Disneyland Railroad. Have a good day.